This is the new LG G3 OLED, and it is absolutely breathtaking. In this video, we'll be unboxing, setting up, and also giving you our first impressions of this incredible TV. Don't forget to hit the red button to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up and click the notification bell to get my next video first. So a big thank you to LG for sending the G3 across for me to review. Let's take it out of the box, and this experience is pretty much like any other. In the last few years, you'd lift the box off of the top and then you're presented with the panel. Now, one thing that I always do straight away is check the panel, just in case there's any damages, so I recommend you plug it in before you actually move it. Now, you also get a box of accessories, and in there is the wall mount, because this is the gallery series. Now, I've had to do mine slightly differently. It does come with a full guide, and there is a video that you can watch. However, I'm filling a gap where an old TV was, and so therefore I filled it with plywood and screwed it straight into that with some supporting bolts. But it really is very simple to do. Just follow the guide and you won't go wrong. Just take your time while you're doing it. There are the same four 4K at 120Hz HDMI ports, and they're split 2 on the side and 2 on the bottom. Now, the difference with the gallery series is it's recommended that you put the cables in before you mount it on the wall. There are some very simple cable control clips which you can just push the cable into. Make sure the cables are flat, because then it will sit flat against the wall. So the final steps are to hang the TV in the correct position and then close the little clips, which then will secure it in place. You now just push this gently back against the wall, you'll hear a little clip, and then you're ready to go. And then it's fine for the great unveiling. And the one thing that you'll notice is the reflection handling. Look at the reflection before compared to after. Now, this is actually the first time that I've had an OLED in this room. As you can see from the reflection, I've got big doors right opposite the TV, and it's almost been unwatchable on other OLEDs. But believe me, this one solves the problem. Now, you'll obviously pick up a little bit of reflection, but to give you an example, this was the C1 sat on a wall opposite a window where there's a bush outside, and you can see almost every leaf on that bush. Now, if you are considering getting this TV, then I really can't stress enough how important it is to wall mount it, because this thing just sits so close, it just disappears into the wall. It looks absolutely incredible. And it doesn't matter what angle you look at this thing from, it is just stunningly gorgeous. The design of this TV this year is understated yet classy. There is a little silver edge which runs around the outside, and then you've got those really thin bezels. And as you can see as I pan along, you've got the middle sensors, and there is no branding at all visible on the TV. And I really like that, and I really feel that more manufacturers should go down that route. We don't need to see the name of the brand being shouted out at us on our products. So with the LG G3, you definitely get that edge-to-edge feel. It almost feels like it's completely borderless. LG this year are celebrating 10 years as the world's leading OLED manufacturer. And this year they've introduced the A9 AI processor Generation 6. This is their 4K chip, and one of the biggest differences is brightness booster. The G3 has MLA, micro lens array, and this year they're able to do some clever things with those OLED pixels so that they're even brighter, and boy is it noticeable right out of the box without any adjustments at all. The operating system this year is called WebOS 23. One feature I really like are the cards. These are these little cards in the middle there, which you can just quickly select whichever option you want, and they are really handy. This just makes navigating around the screen so much easier. Another feature I like is if you press the back button whilst in the home screen, then you'll get your recent lists pop up from the bottom. And again, you can select between what you've been to recently. This is handy to switch between HDMI ports or different apps that you may have been on. It's very simple to do. All you do with the remote control while in the home screen is press the return button, and then it pops up. You can edit it and you can clear it. Talking about remotes, you still get the same magic remote. It's one of my favourite out there, so there's absolutely no need to change it. The whole operating system just seems a little less bloated than it did before. One feature again I like is at the bottom, which is not very far down this year, you've got your Now Streaming option. And here you'll get suggested content from all of the different streaming apps. So again, it's a quick way to see what's new and also navigate straight to it. You'll also notice some familiar features that have been in previous versions of WebOS. The ability to edit the app list is still there. You can still enjoy features like multi-view and change the picture to have side-by-side or picture-in-picture, and you've got the Home Hub options as you did before. The menu system is very similar to last year's. You get the quick menu with one press of the settings button and that comes up, and then if you hold it longer, then the full settings menu comes up. The first thing that I recommend anybody does as soon as they get their TV is turn off the energy saving mode. That will just mean that the picture will stay exactly how you want it to in exactly the mode. It won't dim and it won't go into auto energy saving. So although it was unnecessary, I did run my block color screen test just to make sure that I had a completely clean panel, and the good news is it was absolutely perfect. There were no signs of any banding and absolutely no discoloration at all, which obviously you'd expect, it's a brand new TV. With the LG OLED EVO G3, there is not a bad place in the room to sit. The viewing angles are the best I've seen. It just doesn't get any darker no matter how much on an angle you go. It just looks incredibly bright all of the time. It is absolutely amazing. Now I'll go into a lot more detail about the picture quality and the different settings in my full review, but if you are wanting something that out of the box is like it's been calibrated, then the LG OLED EVO G3 is the one for you. I found in my tests that the pre-calibrated version of the TV, the retail unit, was so close to being perfect that it's almost not worth calibrating. And I found in my room, which is a bright room, the ISF bright mode was the best, or HDR filmmaker mode. So those were the two that I'm switching between. Black levels look incredible as you'd expect, but the color range is also really accurate. It's not oversaturated, it just looks natural and well, it just looks amazing. This is the best TV that I've ever seen. It certainly is better than everything else from last year, and that brightness boost has just given it another level. It's brilliant for sports, incredible for HDR content, and SDR content looks great too. I'll show you all of that in a lot more detail in my full review. That'll be coming in a week or so. I'll leave a link in this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Check out the links in the description, and I'll see you on the full review.